Hello everyone, I'm Michelle. Welcome to this channel and thank you for joining me here. Before I start, if you found this channel is useful, please feel free to subscribe to this channel and switch on the notification button so that you will seamlessly continue to receive the e-learning videos from this channel. Today, we're diving into a critical area of financial controls, auditing liquidity risk management. We'll explore why this audit matters, its key components, and how to execute an effective review that doesn't just check boxes, but truly strengthens organizational resilience. Here's our roadmap. We'll start by defining liquidity risk and why its management is a strategic imperative. Then we'll break down the core components of a liquidity risk management framework. This leads us to the heart of the discussion, the Liquidity Risk Audit Plan, our objectives, key areas, and testing procedures. We'll look at some common findings and red flags auditors encounter. Finally, we'll conclude with key takeaways for building a more robust audit approach. Let's level set. Liquidity risk is not just about running out of cash, it's twofold. First, funding liquidity risk. The inability to meet expected and unexpected current and future cash flow and collateral needs without affecting daily operations or financial condition. Second, market liquidity risk. The inability to easily exit or unwind a position at a fair price due to inadequate market depth or disruption. The 2008 financial crisis wasn't a crisis of insolvency for many firms initially. It was a catastrophic crisis of liquidity. Auditing this is about ensuring the organization can survive acute stress. So why dedicate a specialized audit? 3 compelling reasons. 1. Regulatory scrutiny. Regulators globally, from the Basel Committee with the LCR and NSFR to the Fed, ECB and others have made robust liquidity frameworks mandatory. Our audit verifies compliance. 2. Strategic survival. It supports the board and senior management in fulfilling their governance duties. We provide assurance that the alarm systems for a liquidity crisis actually work. And 3, it's a catalyst for improvement. A good audit goes beyond compliance. It assesses the realism of assumptions, the reliability of data, and the effectiveness of contingency plans. We help turn a theoretical framework into a practical shield. Before we audit, we must understand what we're assessing. A mature framework stands on 4 pillars. Pillar 1, governance and strategy. This is the tone at the top. A board-approved liquidity risk appetite, clear roles for the Asset Liability Committee, ALCO, and comprehensive policies. Pillar 2, measurement and monitoring. This is the engine room, daily cash flow forecasting, a suite of liquidity ratios, and granular limit monitoring. Pillar 3, stress testing and scenario analysis, testing against institution-specific, market-wide, and combined severe but plausible scenarios. And Pillar 4, contingency funding plan, CFP, the break glass in case of emergency plan, a clear, actionable playbook for a crisis. Let's transition to the audit itself. Our primary objective is to evaluate whether the liquidity risk management framework is sound, effective, and compliant with internal policies and external regulations. Our scope must be comprehensive. We'll look at governance documents, model validation reports, stress testing results, data flows from source systems to liquidity reports, and the readiness of the contingency funding plan. We'll interview Treasury, Risk, ALCO members, and IT. First key area, governance. Our testing here is qualitative but critical. We will inspect board and ALCO minutes. Our liquidity reports discussed regularly, our breaches escalated, our risk appetite statements challenged. We will reperform the cascading of the high-level risk appetite into operational limits. Does a survival horizon metric translate into specific tenor limits? We will interview senior management to assess their understanding of the firm's liquidity profile and the CFP. Is this a living framework or a shelf document? Area 2, forecasting. The accuracy of cash flow projections is paramount. We will select a sample of contractual and behavioral cash flows, like loan drawdowns or deposit runoffs, and vouch them back to source data. Are the assumptions for sticky deposits documented and justified? We will recalculate key regulatory and internal ratios, like the LCR, for a sample period. We'll also analyse the trend of forecast versus actual variances. Are errors systemic? Is there a persistent optimistic bias? This is about data integrity and assumption realism. Area 3, stress testing. We must ensure these aren't just mathematical exercises. We will evaluate the design of scenarios. Are they severe but plausible? Do they include combined shocks, like a credit downgrade alongside a market freeze? We will trace the results of stress tests to management actions. If a scenario shows a severe shortfall, what mitigating actions are triggered? Are they realistic under stress? We will review the model validation documentation. Have the key behavioral models, for deposit stability, for example, been independently validated? The final key area, the contingency funding plan. This is the ultimate test of preparedness. We will read the CFP in detail and assess its clarity. Are roles and responsibilities crystal clear? Are contact lists updated? We will recompute the availability of contingent funding sources listed. Are committed credit lines truly unconditional? Have they been tested? We will observe or reperform parts of a CFP simulation or tabletop exercise. Can the crisis team execute the plan under time pressure? What do we often find? Let's highlight some common issues. Finding 1. Tone at the top is weak. ALCO meetings are perfunctory with minimal challenge. The risk appetite is a boilerplate document. Finding 2. Data silos and manual workarounds. Forecasts rely on spreadsheets that are prone to error and lack version control. Data is manually pulled from disparate systems. Finding 3. Paralysis by analysis in stress testing. Elaborate models produce outputs, but results don't drive strategic decisions or limit setting. And finding 4. The zombie CFP, a plan that hasn't been updated in years, with contact information for departed employees and funding sources that no longer exist. These are the red flags we hunt for. To conclude, auditing liquidity risk is not a niche compliance activity. It is a fundamental assurance over organizational viability. Our role is to move from asking, are the reports produced, to are the reports insightful and actionable? From is there a plan, to will the plan work under duress? Our recommendations should be forward-looking. Advocate for integrated technology to improve data integrity. Push for more severe and imaginative stress scenarios. Insist on regular, realistic CFP drills. Your key takeaways today: 1. Audit all 4 pillars: governance, measurement, stress testing, and contingency planning. 2. Follow the data. Test the accuracy of cash flow forecasts and the calculations behind key metrics. 3. Assess usability. A perfect model or a plan that can't be executed in a crisis is a liability, not an asset. A robust liquidity risk audit doesn't just protect the balance sheet, it protects the firm's very existence. That brings us to the end of my presentation. Thank you for your attention. If you found the e-learning videos are useful, please feel free to subscribe to this channel and share it with your friends and colleagues. Thank you for your support and have a great day ahead.